scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They go play action here. Purdy. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well. And out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs. right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 69 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott from the gun on third. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go to Elliott again. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 29 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gould with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and 8. 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 trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Running with Elliott. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. That's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there. Jar that ball free. And it breaks. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out in the starting game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Purdy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 44 yards. And the 49ers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had it.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Elliott will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. It's Elliott.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Prescott now. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Purdy from the gun.
And that will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. Elliott. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes in the back, thinking he was getting the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. To try again after the sack, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games, sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The give is to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Purdy now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pollard Going to try the right side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th-quarter stop?
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They go to Elliott again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. To throw is Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on fourth down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice, get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.